Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Talking Stars. I'm, as always, your host, Shannon, and yesterday, I guess, or maybe a couple of hours ago, I don't know, we got some, potential Scream 7 rumors. I'm gonna go through all of them. Maybe I'll touch on a bunch, and including some potential casting. I may do in a part 2, or right now, because, I forget who it was that said this, maybe Critical Overlord, or somebody that we can't really trust unless we see physical proof, I guess, named Daniel RPK. I've heard he's a fraud from some people, and some sources claim that he's done some great work. Some of his stuff is proven right. So take this with a grain of salt, I guess. But yeah. So it's said that Sydney and Gail will face a cult of ghost faces, this being Kevin Williamson's original idea for Scream Theory. I like this idea. I believe I said this to one of my great friends, Marquise, from I Show Him 6 Times, or somebody else, that Stu could lead the cult, that he could be the mastermind behind it. Right. He, and maybe potential other ghost face people, one of my great friends, Craven Something Scary, he watched Scream 5 yesterday, and he believes that at the house with the "Hello, Sydney" and Scream 5, that it's Stu. Or when they presumably go missing and Tara's nowhere to be found, that it could be Stu there too. I also kind of agree. A bunch of us think Stu Macher is alive at some point, or somehow he survived. But let's just get back to this game. I agree, though, that I think that's going to probably be a cult. Will they bring back Dewey? Maybe. Or like me and a few other people said, I mentioned this in a few other videos, I think that Stu could, if this is set after Scream 6, because nobody knows the timeline because of that Melissa Barrera situation, but that Gail Weathers right here, she has her talk show in New York, I believe, that her character could get killed on air or something. I think that one of the main people, whether it be Sidney Prescott, Neve Campbell, whatever, or Gail, are gonna die. Because it's supposed to be rumored to be like a 2-parter, which I could see one of these rumors probably being that. I like this idea about Judy Greer being Leslie Marker, Stu's sister. Maybe she's a nurse or whatever, and she's hiding him. Right. That would probably explain why he's nowhere to be found. Sort of like a Mark Hoffman kind of thing in Saw 7. Because I think he's dead, but I could be wrong. But if it's not because Stu being a mom of one of the new characters that rumored, or one of these, it's supposed to be a new trio apparently, and I actually have the perfect casting. Before I get to it, I'll just close that tab. Rohan, whatever, Campbell, he was Corey Cunningham in that recent Halloween movie, Halloween Ends, I believe. I could see him being, okay, so in Scream 5, we know that Sydney and, I almost said Dewey for some stupid reason. Sydney and Mark have perhaps 2 kids, she says, the girls. But what if they have a teenage son, right? It could be him. He also kind of looks like he could be a relative of, Dewey. Do we know if Tatum and him had any other younger siblings? Or it may even say this somewhere on X, but apparently Wes Craven had an original idea that Dewey and Gail even had a son or a child. Or who knows if this could be a relative of not Sydney but Gail. We don't know her family really, or we don't know anything about them, her parents. if she has any siblings, like a younger brother, or it could be a nephew of somebody. I think we could be looking at our next Ghostface. They tend to be like teenagers, too, besides Dermot Mulroney's William Bailey, I believe his name was, and Mrs. Loomis from Scream 2. Because the rest have kind of been like teen or college or whatever. I don't know how old Roman was supposed to be in Scream 3. And so I'm like teen or college, probably. But I could see him being, this one being maybe a Ghostface. Or like I said, a relative of one of the main 3, I guess, original people. Like I said, we don't know anything about if Sydney and Mark have older kids. Like, she mentions the girls, but do they have a kid, a teenager or whatever, in high school, college? I don't even know how old Rowan is. I called him Corey Cunningham yesterday, accidentally, on somebody's thing, because that was his character in Halloween Ends. Also, his last name's Campbell, hence Neve Campbell, get it? But I just want to throw that one out there. Some people, I don't know what picture it was. Maybe it was something similar to, like, this one. Or, like, him in Halloween. Like, one of, like, I'll just use this one as a reference. Some people see, like, younger Patrick Dempsey in, like, this picture. Like, his face, his curled up kind of hair. I could see that. I like Scary, I believe, said that. Also, Indy Medichecki, sorry, I haven't pronounced her name well. She was the daughter of Judy Greer in Halloween Kills. She's potentially rumored. I could see her being a new person, especially like if we don't get any more Halloween movies, like another trilogy with them somehow continuing. I think Judy Greer's character died in Kills. But I could, like, picture that this is the thing for Stu. And the rest of the cult, I could see Stu doing it. Like, Stu being this main one, kind of. This should actually like, be like a poster if they go through it like this. That way it would also give potential other suspects, like, we haven't, like, similar to Star Wars, we haven't seen any, like, good people turn evil. But, I mean, who knows, right? Like, some people thought the character Tara, Jenna Ortega, was going to be evil. Also, I was watching Scream 5 yesterday, kind of, like bits and pieces, to get prepared for those watch parties. I'm doing Scream 2 Saturday, I believe, unless I change my mind because of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I'm going to go see that, but I still have my, like, pains and stuff. But, maybe I'll ask somebody this on their live, but who is going to give the what's your favorite scary movie quiz kind of lines? The rules. Because usually each movie has rules, and it's been like the Meeks twins in 5 and 6, and I'm trying to think about 4. Was it Kirby? Because pretty much the afterlife of Randy Meeks, Jamie Alexander. Sorry, my stomach's like growling for some weird reason, so if you guys like hear weird noises, I do not have my cat with me. She's like upstairs, and I'm in the basement. But he gave the rules from Afterlife in number 3, because his character died in number 2. I'm definitely going to have to ask that. If somebody does a watch party or something, and I'm going to be like, who do you think is going to give the rules? Because unless they kill off the Meeks twins, I don't know now. Like this. Let's see. Part of me wants to randomly message my friend. Maybe I'll quickly do that. Like, open up a different tab. I'm gonna mute him, though. Like, his YouTube thing in case he shows up. Hopefully that muted. That would be funny if it didn't. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna quickly, like, message my friend, or ask. I'm probably just going to message him on Instagram and be like, who do you think is going to give the rules? I don't know who Carrie Russell could be. But must be like where Horror Universal got their things from. Because of the cult pain. I could see this, though. We don't know Sydney's occupation in 5. Like, some people think she's a teacher or whatever. So maybe Carrie Russell could be another teacher. One of these people could actually be Ghostface as well. I'm gonna hit the show more part just in case. Like, if there's anything. I wish that there was like a translating, but no. This is also really nice if true. Am I following Critical Overlord? He's pretty awesome. She better, I think. Also, what kind of role do you think that Courtney Cox will have, you guys, in Sydney? Like, big? Like, the previous, like, Scream 1, 2, 3, 4? Or small, like 5? And 6 for Gail, because they did not, like, pay Neve as much. I'm just gonna call her Nev Campbell. But, oh. I definitely have to agree, like, what I just said, though. I want to hit show more, but it's probably just, like, tags or whatever. Scream News. I don't know if I'm following them either. And he's obviously in negotiations to be back. Which I think Patrick Dempsey, and Courtney, maybe also Hayden Panettiere, Kirby Reed. I think that all 3 of them are for sure going to be back. I don't know why, but I feel like one of them is probably going to... I don't know what way, though. Because, like, Sydney was Ghostface for a second, or a few seconds, hiding in the closet in Scream 1, luring Billion. But, like, I don't know. Could one of these people be Ghostface, like, seeking revenge? Or pulling a Sydney kind of thing? Some people actually thought his character was suspicious. I came up with this really great theory. I feel like I mentioned it, but I forget which video I mentioned it in. But Mark Kincaid, Patrick Dempsey, this character. He's a cop. What if he wrongfully accused or wrongfully put away somebody for like 15 years, and either the actual killer or the actual like the person that he wrongfully accused, put him away for 15 years late, it ends up being a ghost face. Right? I mean, that could work for the guy that I just showed, the Rohan Campbell guy. I don't know, though, like, if juveniles, like, I'm not familiar with, like, crime for under kids, but, like, depending on how old his character would have been, you could probably throw him in there. Like, I don't know how old Rohan is, though. Rohan. Because it could be him. It could be somebody that we aren't connected to. unless there's Andy or somebody is related. But I hope we get confirmation about Courtney. Why would you ask that for? They probably can't say that. I don't believe in this, that the script is almost ready. I've heard rumors that it could start in June? Sorry, no. In like January. But, I mean, who knows? But I feel like one of these people is probably going to be Ghostface. Like, what if he is? I mean, I recently, like, not very recently, a few weeks ago, I ever watched Thanksgiving with Dempsey in it. And yeah. I'm just going to say the "and he" part in case people out there have not seen Thanksgiving. But he's kind of bad in it. Yeah, I'm excited that Neve is back. I hope we get something confirmed soon for him. Yes. That would be nice. We missed Dewey. It could retcon, but I don't think that they will. See? Sean Chris said that. Gee, I'm gonna wait until I can probably message somebody on Super Chat or something. And I'm gonna message Craven something scary. And I'm gonna be like, who's gonna say the rules? Because we don't know about the Meeks trans, yada yada yada. But that's probably gonna be all for me, guys. See? Also this part. This one right here. According to Critical Overload, the story is still split into one half will be for Sydney and the other half for the newbies. Does that mean Sydney is gonna die? That's also from Critical Overlord. I don't know about the summer part. It feels rushed. She better. I think that this is gonna happen. That they're gonna recruit new and younger talent, especially based off of those rumors up top. Like, both this one, the newbies part, and like the all the way up there kind of thing. About like Judy Greer, perhaps, or Andy Matichek or whatever. Or maybe a bunch of the whoever else is remarried, not just Rohan or whatever, but Carrie Russell could be Gail for all we know. Like a news reporter set in a different city, connected to Ghostface somehow, or a Ghostface. Or somebody that gets inspired by Ghostface. Right? that's gonna be all for me, because one of my favorite shows is like on a little bit, which will probably be at the time that this uploads. Uh, why not? I'll just kind of shout it out. But unless I go see, hold up, I'm gonna wait until like this officially ends. Unless I go and see Ghostbusters Fallen Empire, I just want to say this right now. I'm gonna do a Scream 2 watch party 2 days around 2 p.m. I wonder what would happen if I hit notify me. But 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, unless I go see Ghostbusters Fallen Empire, I won't be showing anything, but like I will be talking stuff. But yeah, and then I'll probably, depending how I feel with my medical problems and stuff, I'll probably do number 3 of the next day, or I give it a couple of days. Yeah, and then hopefully be done with Scream until we get Scream 7 soon, in a few days or whatever. And I'll probably do a bunch of other horror film franchises, like I also mentioned a bunch of other times. Me and one of my great friends named Marquise, we are going to be doing a Q&A hopefully soon, especially like before or after we get all this news. And it's going to be involving Scream. And it's like this. I'm probably going to ask it there or now. Who's going to say the lines, do you think, in Scream 7? Because we don't really know who's going to be back, but we could get casting soon. I've been kind of looking on social medias all day or once in a while, especially, or I wait until somebody has confirmed it as well. Critical Overlord, somebody. But yeah, or even like leakers that like people that rumor like Critical Overlord in them. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for this watch party, unless, like I said, unless I change it. Remember, it's 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. Maybe I'll change it, and I'll do, like, Scream 3 as well, depending how good my laptop works. I'll catch you guys at the next video or stream or whatever. See you guys then. Bye-bye. Shannon out.